a commentary for the second half of this game we had in practice from a few nights ago. We're down 7 at the half, and yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Shots over us.
We are trying to run more through the bigs. This isn't actually how I want to be playing ideally. I think it's going to lead to turnovers like this where I'm just not good enough at taking care of the ball. So that's something I'll want to slowly move away from on offense moving forward. But in general, we can see that besides the turnovers, this is like looking okay in terms of pace of the game. 11-3 is a lot to give up, but it's not so bad. 6 of 11, 35 total points is doable. So this is something we were getting beat a lot on. Let me just go back really quick. They're moving the ball up. We're trying to get a press. I think in general our press has been quite weak. So we are probably going to go away from it at least a little bit, certainly in our actual games. So in this situation, I see this wrap coming, and Odd is, should be pretty much on 12 who's doing this wrap here. My thought is, I guess our rule is to switch these. I should probably be switching these. Instead, I dive down because this is just too open. In general, this is just too high to be playing. So we want to be playing on defense lower towards the elbow so that you're in a better position to get this. So if I go to respond to this wrap here, the dive is completely open. So I feel like I have to slide. The normal rotation here is Odd to be taking the corner. But they get us on this, and I think we get beat on this a few times. Not a good look. I'm assuming I have Trey here. I mean, this is just like what the offense is meant to do. This is just too free. I am always scared of this, like of making this pass in this situation, because this is like an easily intercepted pass. I don't know like the best way to punish this. It might just be Trey taking like one extra step away, but it's tough because he only has the 83 ball, so limitless shots aren't ideal. That is definitely a forced 2. I know that this was a tough game for Shots to get himself going. This is a good pickup on the low. That's just good defense. I like the no jump. It's just tough. Yeah, it's just tough this year. Yeah, they want to sit in 2-3 on us. This is probably not a good drive on my part towards the center side, and like I definitely, the thing is they're doing a good job here, right? Like this corner doesn't really feel open. They feel like they have this all covered. So I probably need to just be either snaking this pick and roll, getting to like a spot on the left elbow here because this is where the space actually is, or at least doing like a crossover, getting this ball into my left hand and going up lefty. I guess I do try to go up with my left hand here, but I get this animation where I kind of turn my back towards the defender on the block, and this ends up bad. Let me hear what we're saying.
One night, a middle.
So this is good. We do a really good job of picking up in transition here. This is not something I think we would have done before. But here we give this up in the middle. And this is probably me. I mean, this is definitely me. I have to stand in a position. So this wrap starts coming. We want to switch these wraps, and we want Odd to pick up on this guy who's wrapping, Shots to pick up here, and I can stay on my guy. They end up handing off here, and I guess I feel like this guy is just too free. So I'm trying to pick him up. But our philosophy is to deny middle, and I should probably be stepping here. The other thing that can happen here is that Trey can like realize this is happening. That this is because this handoff causes, and this is actually a good dribble handoff like in real life, where this handoff causes Odd and Shots to run into each other, freeing up this guy on the wrap. So he probably does have to get dealt with, and it probably can't be me for the reason we're about to see. So I think it can be Trey's responsibility to like take a step here, at least like make some decisions, like some threats that this guy isn't just going to get a shot for free. Obviously, his guy is holding no dip in the corner, so it's not super easy. I gotta give up middle, though, and this is just like the kind of, we just can't give up middle like that.
That's me. I'm sorry.
But again, I think there's room to help on those type of situations, and I think that if Odd and Shots realized the wrap was coming sooner, they could have played it better. This works well. Got a cross court pass. The bigs can slowly walk it up. Trey hits me trailing. That's really good. See, again, it feels like this is a similar situation. Again, I said that we got beat on this a lot. This is like a 3-on-2 on the left side here. We're just not bumped left hard enough. I'm pretty sure this is like a good position for me to be in, but even if we want Odd in this position, like everyone needs to be bumped farther left. Let's see in transition how we get into this setup. Ooh. Yeah, this makes sense. So this is just an overcommitment here. Like this is a reasonable blitz. Like this actually looks like a fine time to blitz maybe, but this is like very gambly. Like this is maybe even a little aggressive from Shots, and then Odd also goes for it. And now, like this is technically like at this point, this is a 5-on-3. That's just too aggressive. That's too smoked. And again, we end up in this situation. They don't balance coming down the court in transition. They don't need to. Same way we don't need to necessarily. And we see it. We end up in this 3-on-2. I'm pretty happy with my decision to be low here. Someone needs to be ready to pick up this corner. I'm assuming we're getting, the dot into the corner. And that's a killer. Do a better job, I think, after. So this it wasn't like pretty from a dribbling perspective, but technically this is better. Same idea. Like I have a drive here, but I can snake the pick and roll a bit. This guy's playing really hard. Like this is just like a ridiculous drop for him to not step up here. Really good cut by Shots. I wonder if I don't think I called this. I think this is just instinctual, but like this is perfect because what this does is this is putting pressure on the low defender. Like by cutting here, you are convincing the low defender to stay low, opening up my shot here. Whether it's my shot or Shots' cut or Trey's wrap, something is going to be open here. In this case, I think all three of them are open. If I miss this shot for whatever reason, let's say his contest is a little bit better, he commits harder, Shots is in like good position for an O board. If I realize in time I can bail out to either of them, and this is really good. So that's good offense in my view, and a better example of snaking the pick and roll. And what I mean by snaking the pick and roll is, so I take the ball left here, but I don't just continue the drive. I like quickly revert my angle and come back towards the other side of the floor. And it's a snake, you're going one way, but you can also go the other way because you have a snake's body. Yeah. Again, just a little high from Odd to start there, but we're good. That's all fine. Yeah, crossover in front of him. It is the PG again. Like we played this entire run. We played against tall PGs. I wouldn't like that reach as much against a 6'4" or lower PG, and ideally it would still be against somebody else. But again, it's only the first foul of the game. I think it's like totally fine. This off the inbound, get a hand on it to luckily stop it. Nice. Yeah, I think it's okay to come and play higher, but obviously we don't want to give that up, but at least it's not middle. This is nice. This is what I want to start doing to other people on offense. Look at this. This is the same. I keep mentioning yo-yo, but this is like the type of high-low stuff that just like fucks people up all the time. Look, so this guy starts on the block, and this guy starts on the hash, and just the simple, I'm manned up on him. I feel like I need to come out, and this guy cutting through, like I don't play this right. I need to realize this is happening and stop sooner. But this is just like simple. You could just do this constantly. Start with somebody on the block or on the baseline, or get them there via like a pick and roll or a cut or something. And then send one person cutting through while the other person comes out. And you're going to get stuff like this all the time where you're getting the ball past the people against their momentum. Really nice. So in general, I mean, this is really good. They're playing in 2-3 against us. They realize that this guy 17, the PG, is having to guard both Trey and Odd. Odd does a really good job shooting this ball. Once he realizes the PG is leaving and he's matched up against the center, just a quick step back into the 2. This is really good. Yeah, I mean, this is just really good. I'd like to see Trey maybe look to take his own shot here as well, but like looking to make the pass is fine. Yeah, we're just not doing a good job counting the numbers on the court here. I think because we've been beaten on the left so many times here, Shots is maybe like worried that we are about to lose to the same action, but this is actually a time when they have 3 on the right. So again, just bisect the court, count the number of white jerseys versus the number of black. We're good. This is a 3-on-3. I think this is okay for Zen to be kind of playing up aggressive here because these guys are so close together that Trey is able to kind of cover everything. If this guy cuts on him, I'm in a position to help as well. So this is like a reasonable time to be aggressive from Zen here. But Zen can also always just be more passive here, right? Like we can always just like fall back into more of a contain. And I think because Zen is being aggressive here, Shots feels like, oh, okay, Zen wants this guy. I need to go find my next guy to the left. So this probably needs to be better communicated that this is a blitz. So Shots doesn't feel like he has to leave because like this is obviously really bad. A better player is taking this shot. This guy is actually still open here as we collapse back to the PG. So this is all just kind of a mess. Yeah, we're lucky they're not organized. In general, I think the rule should be, at least to start. Again, if we break rules and we do so at opportune times, then you'll get positive recognition for it. But I think the base rule should be that you can't let your man get behind you. And right now, 17 is Odd's man. 16 is my man. You could say that we should be switching this. So either way, like this is like less of an issue. 51 is Shots' man, and this guy whose number I can't see is Zen's man. And I think the problem is here that Zen's man is just very far behind him, and letting your man get behind you is the easiest way to give up free buckets here. And we end up doing okay on it. I like the jump here. Like Trey is in a tough spot against the guard. You just do what you have to do. And I specifically like how Shots sees the jump, follows through immediately, and we're pretty safe here, right? Like these two I can guard until Zen gets back. Everything is covered here. Zen is helping Trey off the jump while still this being okay. So that all is really good. I think this is probably, yeah, so I actually don't know. Like, so this seems aggressive from Zen. I don't know if you thought I was dropping to help cut, or if I'm just like so far away that you're not very like comfortable, like you think that this guy is going to take the shot, or if you're going for the lane here. I think either way, this is pretty aggressive. It's not bad though, because we can switch this. Like this is okay. Like, and I actually do go to switch this, but we don't trust to stay. So like we end up in like a bad rotation here. We can play this more passively, or we can play it more aggressively, but it has to be communicated.
Pinch. Thanks for the help. See one.
But I don't think I was ever really in trouble here. Maybe I was. And maybe I would have played differently if I thought he was a better shooter. Who knows? Maybe I'm just always giving up this no dip, and that's a problem. I'm not sure.
Pinch.
Yeah,
See one.
I like the step from Trey. In this particular case, I mean, it's so tough late clock. I make this mistake a lot of I start hearing the timer go down for the shot clock. So if I were Trey in this scenario, I'm always just standing in front of this PG and taking him to the rim. And that means a lot of times I'm just giving up this 3. Trey realizes that no one's going to be here, and like Shots does a good job like trying to get a contest here. I think I would rather what happens here is, so this pass comes middle. Trey needs to help middle. Shots needs to help up. Or even if they both commit towards the drive, I think that's okay given the time on the clock. Like, this is really tight. Like, I just don't want to give up middle drives. I just don't want to give up middle drives for dunks. And maybe that's too exploitative of kind of weak players in rec, but nice. This is pretty good against the 2-3 all in all. So again, I'm not a huge fan of just like passing it around, but these guys aren't like great on their rotations, and we're able to make, so especially because Trey has heat check here, I'd like to see him just like no dip this with this much space. That's okay, but like the jump, he goes up for the shot, realizes the jump's coming. Maybe you still make this. I actually don't know how good I think the contest would have been pretty good, and obviously the bail is okay. They don't close out hard enough, and Odd is able to make the shot. That's a really good shot by Odd as well to make that, despite the awkward pass and catch. Yeah, just so high. We're just playing so high. So especially on a guy with Dish, like we should be playing exceptionally passively off the guy with Dish, because Dish is this ball is going to go somewhere else, and this just throws us into rotation against the guy with Dish, this is just awful because people are going to feel empowered to no dip off of this shot. So like this is just way too high to be when this guy's looking to pass. I step up, try to cut off the drive. For the most part, like we handle this, that's good. The guy I pick up, so I pick up Odd's man on the drive, and he ends up replacing out, and I follow. I think this is correct. I don't know who else is supposed to follow here. But they get this Dex into the corner. Again, Odd's just playing too high. I drop down to help because I feel like Odd is beat on the drive, which I think is correct. Do we get back to that shot? We do. I mean, that's why jumping is so good. Like, it's really good that we get back to that shot. Yeah, I mean, I step away from him. Like, giving up this board is like is a crime. This is really bad. I'm also probably reacting to something like this, but I'm just saying I'm not good at defensive rebounding, and like I need to see that these guys are whether they get there or not. I'm not getting there, so I can't leave this center. He gets position on me. Like I get a body on him, but like he has position. This is good, and we're fucked. Yeah, this is just bad. I like Zen going for this lane here because this is the natural extra pass. I think this is just an unfortunate thing, but I'd like to see Zen covering corner here. I'd like to see Zen or whoever is playing right hash covering the corner on this drop. I need help on the board, and Zen has a bunch of defensive rebound. This is why he's crashing it as well. But I think he needs to be covering Trey's man instead. Like his position to get this board isn't so great. Shots is a good job flying in here. Wow, I'm actually shocked that he gets there. Like I in general, I've been most impressed when Shots is in the middle because of stuff like that. I don't know if that's a play anybody else makes, playing middle that we have, and that's a free 3 that he just stopped. So kudos to him. That's a little tough though. We give this up on the inbound. We're still so this is the problem by trying to deny middle. Again, I think Shots is maybe just a little bit high here. Just like if he's playing the inbounder, this is just like you don't need to play him like this. Like you don't need to play him like up to touch. Like he's not shooting this. And because of this, when Shots gets beat baseline, now there's like kind of an awkward. I mean, this is a good floater from him. To be fair, like if he goes all the way to the rim, Trey at least is going to get a real contest. We're lucky he misses it. It's not so bad, but that's the second time we've seen in this quarter us getting beat on a sideline out of bounds on that side. So that's why I bring it up. Trey is open. That's tough. I like, in a way, I like that we are not forcing up the heat check here. It just feels bad to be looking at it for this long. But I think that, like, I bet my shot percentage on heat check shots is lower than my normal shot percentage by like a good margin. So maybe this is actually fine. It just sucks that, like, Trey was open here, we miss it. I mean, that's all really nice though. So let's ignore that and let's just kind of like see how this sets up offensively. When you set a flat screen, so do you see how flat this screen is? And when I say flat, I mean my back is like perpendicular, or rather my back is like parallel to the baseline instead of perpendicular to it. So that's that. When you're setting a screen, the angle of the screen should be telling the offensive player where to go. And because I'm setting the screen with my back perpendicular or parallel to the baseline, and I'm setting it to the left here of this defender, like, this all really like it's very obvious that what I want is shots to drive towards the left, which isn't, maybe isn't great because this guy is here. As opposed to just like taking a shot on the perimeter, right? Like the way you want to make this defender have to run through the center of your body on the screen. So if you're the offensive player and your screen is being set here, where I'm like a step more inside than the defender and my back is facing this way, you want this defender to have to go directly through me. Like on the tangent line is like the hardest way for him to defend. So Shots does a really good job getting into the space. Look at how much space he has right here. And normally we're screening to drive, but this center's in like fantastic position. There's just nothing here. So ideally, Shots would just pull this up, I think. I think this is like a general problem currently in Shots' game, where Shots really wants to pull on the dribble off of a size up and sometimes gets him into trouble. This front fade's a hard shot. I'm not like giving you too much shit about it. But even then, this size up into the immediate pull up isn't bad. You get this guy on your left, the shot goes up on the right, the center is way too low to contest. Like, this is just like a good midi pull up. This is the type of shot we want you taking. I think the front fade there would be better, or if you could like quick stop in this. But like in general, I really like the use of this screen, and it's a good use of specifically a non-standard screen. We're usually setting screens on like right next to the defender, so that the offensive player can go left right on the perimeter. But when the screen gets set low like this, flat, what you want to do is try to get downhill, and that's going to be the easiest way to make space. It's all really good in transition, it seems. I jump my usual, trying to switch my icon when it's not needed. Trey picks up for me. We're switched. This is good. I think this is fine for me to pick this up. Again, I think we're just too high, because Odd is a little high. This guy gets, and Odd's high in part because he's been tasked with pressing, which is why I'm saying like the press hasn't really been working. And maybe calling it a press is like even not like the right way to describe it. But yeah, this guy is getting middle penetration. Like, that's exactly what we don't want. I shouldn't be helping here, probably. It's just this is like the worst case scenario for our defense, is this guy getting into this position. So I pick it up hoping that people are going to cover for me. Zen is able to hold until Shots gets there. We're back in base. Again, the last thing I want is middle penetration. This is closer to Shots, obviously. I should stay out. I'm just too scared. I think I'm over indexing on it, so I'm helping from 2 away. Shots does a good job actually getting in front of this. I should stay up. Shots should get in front, and Odd should rotate to Shots' man. Again, maybe Shots isn't close enough, like isn't far enough in front. This is a good bump. Like, once this happens, I should probably come back out. But like, I'm in really good, but like this guy can't go up on me here for sure, is my thought. And then this rotation, and Odd makes this is a really good rotation from Odd, but we give up this, and ultimately this is probably my fault. Again, it's a matter of trusting the people next to you and playing low enough that when you're beat, you're not getting beat by the man behind you, which causes us to have to go into rotation. It's a good pull. He doesn't help this time, and that's just perfect. Let me take a look at that press. And I like Shots' position here. He's pushing him left. Odd moves over. This feels like it was better executed by us in general. Like that feels good. And what they do is they end up with the ball. I think this actually is the PG. No, it's the small forward. Okay. So we get the ball in a secondary playmaker's hands, which is the goal, right? We don't give up anything, but we get the ball into somebody else's hands. So in that respect, I think that was one of our better press possessions. This is good. I think just like the bigs looking for opportunities like this opportunistically is good. All right, dish again. Let's see how high we play him. It's too much sliding. Obviously, like Odd gets out of position here. I'm trying to keep up with him. We just don't need to be this active, but maybe it's point guard dependent, right? Maybe you have to be this active and gambly a little bit against a faster, more dynamic point guard. But this is obviously, again, we're in a similar position. We're in a 3-on-2 here. If you consider, but we're a 3-on-2 on both sides. So I'm thinking, look at this big low, and then my corner guy. Odd's not making it if this pass actually gets to the middle. He's not making it to either person. Yeah, this is just like we're beat, right? Like the defense has failed and we're beat. Is my view of it. Zen picking up his fourth foul of the. Let me see this reach actually. Is this a reasonable reach? I don't love reaching on their small guard when he has dish. Again, like when he has dish, we need to be playing ultra conservatively. So when the opposing point guard has deep bomber, we play really aggressively because we will take a 4-on-3 as long as the ball is out of his hands a lot of times, and we just scramble and that's okay. But when he has dish, we actually should be playing extra passively. He's looking mentally, he's looking to pass in this scenario. That should make us want to be playing more conservatively, and it should make us really, really, really not want to have to get into rotation. It's like anti deep bomber. So reaching in this situation, even if this was like a 7-4, seemed pretty bad to me. In general, I don't know if you have the steal rating for this. I don't remember exactly what your steal rating is then. If this is 85, I mean, this is okay. It's not awful. Like, these guys are close. Trey can cover this. Tough because he has dish, because we're in the bonus, this is probably just bad. But reaching when we're beat is good too. You probably are actually like looking to stop the pass to the middle here more than anything, and he just makes the wrong read. So like that, it's actually better. The more I think about it, the better it is. But I just want to talk about that. And the foul trouble did become like an aspect of this game, right? Ugh, that's really bad for me. That's good though. I think we managed to call something here. This is bread and butter for us though, with the wrap behind and cut. Rotations are really good here. I mean, these guys are stacked on top of each other. That's bad. Yeah, Trace is going to be open. I think we're doing a decent job against the 2-3, but obviously 46 points is not like an acceptable number of points in total. As always. Middle penetration, tough. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I think Zen is like playing too tight to his zone rather than to his man here. They're overloaded here with it's 4 on left side of the court, 1 on the right. Zen is just too far right. Needs to be in front of the center here, and giving up this drive is just probably not good. That's his 5th. That's tough. That's 5 1/4. I don't think I've seen that. Not all your fault, but yeah, I think it's because of the getting it in. Not doing a good job counting in transition and knowing what side of the court you need to be on. This is really nice. Trey is a magician. I know this is a lot of ISO. It's not great, but this feels like one of the things I'm personally most comfortable with. Like, this guy's just sitting. This is like insanely low. Like, this is not okay. Like, I could probably have gone up for a dunk here, and actually, like, he wouldn't be reducing my window because he's so low. I know that I know he's gonna jump at this because I've been doing this to him all game. But I kind of like jump into space, and I feel pretty comfortable with that hop shot. It's a lot of just sitting around ISOing though for a 2. That's not. I mean, that's not ideal, and this is why our offense is like low ceiling, right? Like, that's a missable shot. Like, I'm happy I hit it. I'm happy I saw the space, but like, it's not a fantastic shot. Yeah, it's tough. I give up inside position here. This is really bad. I don't know why I'm stepping up here. It's indefensible, yeah. It's just bad. And then he seals me off. I'm forced to jump, and this is just bad. That's awful. That's a really good skip pass. Really good by Zen to really, I mean, this no dip shot from like 26 on the hash with a 75 3-point rating is like, I love to see this Zen. This is the exact type of shot I love to see, because this guy's making a good on time reaction. Look at Odd's crash. Odd is already crashing the minute the pass goes here and the shot is up. But like, this is a no dip, remember, out of Zen's hands. Look at Odd already on this crash. If this misses, yeah, they're in good position. Odd has a totally reasonable chance to get this board, which is sick. That's fantastic. I love that. Really good job Xing out here. Again, we let the guy get behind us. Again, this is just like, we can't let guys get behind us if we're trying to stop middle penetration. So what I'd like to see here ideally is Odd realize who his man is. Like, I'm on the corner guy. Odd is on 17. To me, this is all pretty clear. And Odd just can't let 17 get position like this. But we're able to make, and ideally, when Odd does get beat like this, Odd is just rotating to the corner. Although he has chase. It's not that bad, especially when your middle guy can recognize what's going on. So Shots, just like the rest of us, is trying to stop it when he sees the pass go through. He realizes we're on it and goes out quickly. That's perfect. And we're able to get a stop here. That's good. But again, we make a good play to erase a mistake, which puts us back to 0, if that makes sense. We're not like actually up on the exchange. We do a pretty good job here. This is a nice little move. So they're running wing. They're running like this ISO on the wing. And look at where I am. Like this should really dissuade this guy from driving here, because there's an interior defender in the lane. I actually am only here temporarily. I go back out to the corner, scared that, like, at the beginning of this, it looks like Odd's able to cover this. I think he is. Like, these guys are just too close together. But my presence here makes him not just take a dunk. Maybe he was actually going for a dunk and the game didn't think it made sense, so it put him into the step back. I don't know. But he steps back, gets space for a pass. Like, we're able to cover all this. I really like the switch here by Odd and I. Like, I think that's kind of, this makes a lot of sense to me. Like, how we defended this, we're denying the rim. Like, there has to be, like, this guy has to make the read to the hash guy, or has to go to the corner and force us to reset or something. Like, he's not getting rim out of this. Fantastic. That was fucking awesome. So Odd and I switched after all of these moves, because Odd is like covering 2 while I'm sitting low. Odd ends up in the corner. This is totally fine. We're playing it well. I get the bump here, and Odd retreats back. This guy thinks that he has a shot, and here we play good defense, and it doesn't just erase a mistake from before, but we force a miss, which means like we're up on the exchange. Now they get the offensive rebound. I think that's more just like unfortunate than anything. Trey's doing a good job holding him. He's big. This is tough. We foul. That's really good. Yeah, unfortunate to give up the rebound here, but like, it does look like Trey's trying to get the board. He's just, he's a big guy. He gets around, swims. I like this X out as well. This is all just messy. Like, so this is a messy situation here. Let me see what exactly is going on. I see. Okay, so on inbounds, we should probably just be at the point where we stand wherever it spawns us on the inbound. I don't know if this is shots call him, and we can see if he calls it or not. You only have to be inattentive for like a split second to realize that, oh shit, like I'm not in my position and everyone else should just rotate around me. Like we should just be fine just playing this like this. Okay, spawn, if shots spawned here, fine. Odd takes middle, whatever. Instead, we're trying to get back to we don't know whether we're trying to get back to our original positions. We don't know exactly what we're doing or if someone's following the inbounder. Regardless, we get into this situation. It's a 2-on-3. Zen is doing a good job. Like he's bumping this guy, but he cannot. No one is helping on 1. He has to get back to 1 at the end of the day. I mean, he denies middle over everything, which is probably correct based on our scheme, but we should be giving up an open 3 here. And we're just in rotation. This is really bad. Yeah, we just didn't bump right. I don't know if that was the expectation, but we just don't communicate it well. Trey realizes the problem under the rim, goes down. Shots does a good job Xing out. Again, the fact that Shots is good at doing these X outs from middle is pretty good for us. I don't want to rely on this. Again, like I want us to be like rotating 1 over most of the time, but the fact that Shots can do this is big. And like if anyone is doing these type of rotations, it should be the top middle guy. And that's why speed is so important in that position. Interesting. So Shots does spawn again on the inbounder there.
Watch L2 down the middle. I'm staying on L2. I'm going to stay on L2. Yep.
He's screening off the top.
Yep.
It seems like we discussed it. We do a good job on this off-ball action, Zen and I'm pretty happy with that. Odd, this is totally fine. I mean, like, he doesn't get beat per se. Like, this guy he gets inside position. I bump. Odd probably needs to trust that I am in position here and pass this guy off.
I got 1.
Like, I mean, I've fucked this up before. Like, we saw the high-low action in the third quarter where I fucked this up and let this guy get by me. That was in an off-ball scenario. But this is like a perfect pass off, right? Like, Odd's behind this guy. I'm low. I should take this guy. Odd should take the screener. Zen should follow the wrap.
Okay.
Damn, that's a tough way to end that possession. But so what happens here? Like, this kick is fine. I'd like to see. I mean, I think Trey probably needs to help a little bit more off of. He's like a little bit too close to touch. This is like this is too bad of a spot for him to catch this ball and get a free run at the rim. So I think Trey needs to be like a step lower, a step more forceful here. Again, we want to force him. Like, ideally, what we want to do is we want to force him to make another pass, especially with low time on the clock. If you step in front here, force him to make another pass. Either be ready to jump at this no dip, or just force him to make a pass and then have this drive. I mean, this is 2.4 seconds. Like, the only way they score here is by him no dipping this, which he could have right here, or by this drive, giving up the exact drive we gave up. So this is a tough one to give up for sure. Yikes. Not the worst thing. It's just unfortunate after like one of our few good defensive possessions. And none of this is very clean. Like, we're struggling on offense. I know. I'm sorry. I'm talking so much about the defense, and like, it's a common and valid concern and criticism that we focus so much on defense, yet the offense struggles a lot of the time. Like that was a score, but that was still pretty ugly. Like, that's manufactured, but just barely. Like, we're manufactured. Like, yeah, that shouldn't have worked. Yeah, I just don't know what to say. It's harder. It's harder to. So I think I call this with the intention of shots cutting, giving me the sideline, which is like, I do this type of stuff a lot. But because this center is just like doing whatever the fuck this is, staying on the right block. Like, yeah, this is just bad. We're able to get this kind of for free. That's gifted to us. So I think there's like something to what I'm saying, but like obviously like that's not a repeatable sorts of offense. Him playing that badly out of position. These switches are really good here, it feels like. So let's go back this entire possession. They start off with 3 men on the right, and this is a good thing. Like switching sides of the court in a brusque way is like really a good way to throw defense off. This is partially why like the corner switch works, right? This guy starts coming up on the right. Immediately, this is called like an Iverson cut. Normally you'd end up like on the hash, but like this idea of cutting through the middle to get to the other side is what he'll refer to as an Iverson cut. He Iverson cuts, gets out to the left. Shots does a good job following, like realizing that like the balance in terms of numbers has changed. So this is dangerous. This is probably not good in totality. But help should always come off of the weak side corner, wherever it is hardest for them to make a pass to. And this is the farthest pass. This is like the most difficult pass for this guy to see and make. In real life, this is much harder than it is in 2K, right? Like this pass is like some people mechanically can't like make this pass in real life, which is why this tagging concept works in real life so much. Like you'd be called the tag defender here. This guy rolls, the weak side corner man drops. I mean, this is kind of like how stack works in 2K. But again, like I see 16 get inside position. I'm scared this is a free dunk at the rim. I feel like I need to stop it. Maybe it's partially because I don't trust Shots, but in general, like even Shots could be on a 99 interior build on a 7-4. If he's behind him like this, you've lost. Like this could be a 6-4 and you could be 7-4. If you get into this position, you're already down. So I feel like this is okay. Ideally, Zen would be holding a little bit lower to make this like less. Like this guy's naked. That's tough. Shots, again, Xing out, realizing where the hole is. He's actually guarding top left, is cutting through. He knows he's going to have to rotate right somewhere to pick up. Again, ideally, Zen bumps down, Odd bumps over, and Shots can just move. Everyone moves one spot instead of making one guy move 3 spots. But if you're fast and, sometimes you can just do it like this. Trade jumps. I think this is a fine jump. It's not great, but I jump all the time, so it's whatever. We end up switching this, right? Like I become now the defender that takes the guy who's higher. And because I get the bump, we switch. I mean, all of this seems pretty good. Yeah. Odds man gets through technically, but I'm able to deny middle. I mean, like he does a good job splitting. To be fair, he behind the backs into me. That ball should be mine, but at least I get a bump. Wow, wide open. That's so tough, man. That's tough. I really like Trey's drop here too. This is really nice. You'd think this guy, like the path of least resistance for this guy is not to go into me like this, but it's to go towards the block, which Trey does a great job taking away. So this drop I really like from Trey. Again, he just needs to be ready to jump back out here. If like once he sees the pass go, he jumps. That's tough. That's tough. I don't know. I think we play that pretty well, and I don't think it's just because I'm the one guarding middle that I'm saying that one feels a little better, more explainable. Look at how big Trey's meter is when this guy is in. Like I've heard us complain so much when we're in positions like this. Like, look at this guy's contest. Like, oh, how is this a dunk? Look at how big this meter is. This guy isn't in good position to contest. This is fucking garbage. And we need to avoid being in these type of positions ourselves. Like, you just can't be this far. You just can't be below the charge circle like this. You are, like, having no effect. And if you have 89 interior, 99 block, you might shrink this meter from this position sometimes. But, like, this is a good take. That guy's horribly out of position. Good take by Trey. All right, dish again. I hope we play passively. I don't think we will. Again, it's just the same. It's the same issue again of like we are letting people get behind us. And this is fine if Odd is in position to drop. Like if Odd is already like pre-rotating to my man so that I can get low and in front of this guy, then this is okay. But this is like a scramble situation. Like, ugh, this is just bad. Like we just can't let people get behind the defense like this. Too easy. Too easy. This guy's been helping the entire game, but he doesn't help this time. Trey does a good job filling into space. I think this is a good skip from shots. It just doesn't work out in this case. I'm assuming, so this is a shot because of the reach. It's just a little bit slow. Like if this is a no dip because of the reach, that feels a little bit better. It's not awful. I mean, we're lucky he doesn't jump, right? If he jumps, this is like a, 100% smothered type shot. This probably needs to be an extra either to me or either to Zen or back to me because this guy's closing out on him. And again, like the weak defender who when we've scored, it's always been exploiting the center not playing very well. So like if you remember Odd's shot in the third quarter where he bet that the center is not going to step up to him and just stepped back on him, took the free midi. If the center does come out, then we have all of these cuts as are open to us, right? Any of these cuts becomes, so if the ball comes to me, center steps out, all of the cuts are free. Obviously, like this pass to Zen is quite good. This odds man is helping, so we'd have to make the extra. This actually might get intercepted. Not a horrible shot here, but like if this was a no dip, this would be a very good shot. I think as it is, like we're lucky that it was only 6% contested because this guy, the white-haired guy here with the mask, decided not to jump. I really like the double there. So Trey's jumping because he has to. When he's getting back in transition, he has to go cross court. Shots does a good job being on top of him. We're not panicking here because these guys, yeah, there's 4 people here, but these guys are so close together that the 3 of us can guard them. So this split second where Shots and Trey are doubling functionally is fine because these are just not that dangerous. Like we need to be playing conservatively, ready to, like we can't be aggressive here because then that's when we really get problems. So I don't love that reach. It's not bad though because it's going in the right direction. So even that reach is it's not so bad. Zen generally you have like very good instincts for this stuff. So I'm not like too worried. I'm not like too critical about that. Like you're good at generating turnovers in a fairly safe way. This is just busted. This is not good. Yikes. My bad. Something needs to get called here. I'm assuming nothing is. Yeah. Obviously I have Odd in a split for a second there, but that's just bad. Bad possession. Yeah. Ooh, tough. I think this becomes a lot of free throws if I recall. Darn. I do wish Trey had fully committed here. I think this is just like a situation where 2 or 3, we almost just can't allow a bucket here at all. So you have to play exploitatively. And if he we lose the game if he makes this pass to the corner and the corner guy makes it. But I think we kind of just lose this game if he gets this dunk too. So I think you just have to commit to going here. I'm trying to quick stop. I think I'm stuck in my head between I can create something here. I have the lane. normally my play is to just take the floater here because that's like the safest option. And I think I'm panicking, realizing that we really need this. This should be a 3 spot. And I fuck up the quick stop here. He jumps. Yeah, so I get like this slow fade instead. Maybe I could have kept going corner and hop stepped into the corner. That's a tough shot. I mean, obviously this is just like bad execution. And I think it's me pressing for the 3. Is this a situation where I could have just taken the 2? No, I think this is like good that I'm looking for the 3 here. I think I need to. This is too good of a spot. This needs to be a 3-point attempt. God, this 2 is wide though. That's tough. I mean, 8 points with 120. I have to think about that. Like strategically, we have to think about like how comfortable are we being down 8 with a minute 20 in this situation. Like, is that like what's higher EV in this situation? I'll think about that. 12 down a minute 13 is probably just like pretty tough. Get some more free throws. Yeah, I mean, Zen playing low there. Jump is tough, like unfortunate, but good. Like that's generally how we want to play it. And we're able to collapse on the drive and contest it. More free throws. The help is really good here from one away. I mean, yeah, like I like Trey's jump. I like Zen's help. That's all really good. Really good stepping down. That's a good shot. I think when he has dish, this is like a fairly inexcusable jump. I think even though I get it, he's no dipping, he's far away. Your reaction time here is good enough though. I think you just need to know he's taking this shot with dish. If he's not, whatever, like we're fine, like nothing's happening. And I think if you jump, you do get some contest on that. It might not be enough. Maybe it goes back to what I was saying earlier, that when opposing point guard has dish, we have to play more conservatively, and you can't help that far. Yeah, I do go for that shot in the corner because again, I'm trying to get 3s against the center, who I know isn't going to come out all the way. This is just a tough shot, right? Like this is going to be a hard make. Yeah, tough. All right. I mean, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, another good set of runs. Not our best, but not bad. And hopefully watching it back will help some of y'all.